آمنه دوست دارم، به خدا دوست دارم، باور کن دوست دارم. آمنه فقط به خاطر به دست آوردنت این کار کردم. به خدا دوست دارم. تو نمیدونی به چی میکشم. همین که به تو نرسیدم بزرگترین عذابه. آمنه عذاب باور کن.
This is not just a crime story. This is a story about pain, justice, and a choice that shocked the world. Imagine someone destroys your life in a matter of seconds. They take your sight, your future, your independence. And then, years later, the law places that same power in your hands. You are given permission to do to them exactly what they did to you. No consequences. No punishment. Just justice. Would you do it? Or would you walk away? This is the true story of Ameneh Bahrami. A woman who stood at the edge of revenge, and chose something no one expected. In the early 2000s, Tehran was a city full of contrast. Modern life blended with tradition. And for many young people, it was a place filled with hope. Ameneh Bahrami was one of those people. She was young, ambitious, focused on building a future for herself. She studied engineering. She worked hard. She had dreams of independence and success. She wasn't looking for trouble. She was simply trying to live her life. But sometimes, all it takes is one person, to change everything. At some point during her studies, Ameneh met a man named Majid Movahedi. At first, it may have seemed normal. Just another person in her environment. But his interest in her quickly became something else. Something unhealthy. Something obsessive. He proposed marriage. Ameneh declined. Calmly. Politely. Clearly. But rejection is something some people cannot accept. Instead of moving on, he held on. And what started as interest, turned into obsession. He began following her. Watching her. Appearing in places he shouldn't be. His presence became uncomfortable. Then it became threatening. At one point, he reportedly told her something chilling. If I cannot have you, no one will. Those words were not empty. They were a warning. A warning that no one fully understood, until it was too late. In November 2004, everything changed. It was an ordinary day. Ameneh was walking home from work. Just like any other day. No signs of danger. No reason to be afraid. And then, without warning, he appeared. From the shadows. Before she could react. He threw a container of acid directly into her face. The pain was immediate. Unimaginable. Burning through her skin. Through her face. Through her eyes. She screamed. People nearby rushed to help. But the damage had already been done. By the time she reached the hospital, she had lost her sight. Completely. Forever. Imagine waking up and realizing the world is gone. No light. No color. No faces. Just darkness. Permanent darkness. That was her new reality. Not for days. Not for months. But for the rest of her life. The attack didn't just take her vision. It changed everything. Her face was severely damaged. She endured years of medical treatment. Multiple surgeries. Painful procedures. Long recoveries. Doctors tried to restore what they could. But some things could never be fixed. Her sight was gone. And with it, the life she once knew. But something inside her did not break. Instead, it focused. She wanted justice. Not just punishment. Something deeper. Something that would truly reflect the gravity of what had been done. Under Iranian law, there is a principle called Qisas. It means retribution. An eye for an eye. A punishment equal to the crime. In Ameneh's case, that meant something extraordinary. She had the legal right to blind the man who blinded her. Not metaphorically. Not symbolically. Literally. The court allowed it. She could personally carry out the punishment. She could take his sight, the same way he took hers. The decision shocked people. Around Iran. Around the world. Some believed it was justice. Others believed it was too harsh. Too brutal. But for Ameneh, it was simple. She had lost everything. Why should he keep his sight? The legal battle went on for years. And in the end, the court ruled in her favor. She was granted the right. The moment would come. And she would decide his fate. July 2011. A hospital room in Tehran. Everything was prepared. Doctors stood by. Equipment was ready. Majid Movahedi was brought in. Restrained. Afraid. He cried. He begged. He asked for mercy. And then Ameneh entered the room. The woman he had condemned to darkness. Now standing over him. With the power to do the same. The acid was ready. A dropper was placed in her hand. The room went silent. 7 years of pain. 7 years of darkness. 7 years of waiting. All leading to this moment. She moved closer. He cried louder. He begged again. For his sight. For his future. For his life. She raised her hand. The dropper hovered. Just inches away. This was it. The moment of justice. The moment of revenge. The moment everything would change. And then she stopped. Silence. Complete silence. Then she spoke. I forgive him. Just like that. She lowered her hand. And walked away. The world was stunned. After everything she had suffered. She chose mercy. Not revenge. Not punishment. But forgiveness. Later, she explained her decision. She said she did not want another human being to live in the darkness she lived in. She understood something powerful. Revenge would not bring back her sight. It would not restore her life. It would not heal her pain. But forgiveness could give her peace. Freedom from anger. Freedom from hatred. Freedom from being tied forever to the person who hurt her. She chose to end the cycle. Instead of continuing it. Her story spread across the world. People debated her choice. Some praised her. Some questioned it. But everyone felt something. Because her decision forced a question. What is justice? Is it punishment? Is it balance? Or is it something deeper? Ameneh Bahrami stood at the edge of revenge. And chose something stronger. She chose peace. The word from God for us today is Ephesians 4 verse 32. Instead, be kind to each other, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, just as God through Christ has forgiven you. Colossians 3 verse 13. Make allowance for each other's faults, and forgive anyone who offends you. Remember, the Lord forgave you, so you must forgive others. And now the question is for you. If you were in her position. If someone took everything from you. And you had the power to do the same to them. Would you do it? Or would you walk away? Think about it. And let me know your answer. If you enjoyed this story, please like, subscribe and hit the notification bell for more stories. Thank you.